Hello, besties, and welcome to So Rude.
I'm here with the absolutely insatiable Sebb Argo.
Yeehaw, y'all. How y'all doing today?
Ooh.
We are Cowboys, and I'm here with the cowboy from the South, Ms. Dion Yorkie.
Ayo, there is a little remnants of an alphabet on my microphone. I wonder who was here last in the studio.
Know.
Different people here every week, I feel.
Two little hosts were here last week.
Who's renting this place out? But yeah, you were looking mighty fine, cowboy.
Thank you. Giddy up, boy.
Oh, cowboy ride 'em.
Yeah.
That is great. That is great. Actually,
Today's Halloween outfit is cowboyween.
We always have the essentials for a good cowboy moment.
Yeah, it's good because we did wear this one last two Halloweens ago. It was a bit sexier, less clothes, but we can't do that on the pod.
Well, I mean,
it
you
would
look
be very
incredible.
rude.
And I was like showing an arm as well because I had an option. You know that blue frilly moment I have? I wore on New Year's Eve once.
Oh yeah, that one's cute.
So I was gonna do that, but it's long sleeve, and I was like, no, not the vibe for me right now.
I feel like it's good because this is the one right before Halloween.
Exactly, like we're taking
It's
a breather
warming up,
because we did go kind of full on last episode.
Yeah, we went a lot full out.
Yeah, I think I still have green ears.
You still have green ears,
and my vocals are gone because we had like 2 days of events.
Yeah.
While I'm like just recovering, getting better from being sick from the last few episodes. So it's like, yeah, the voices. I feel like I sound like a little
sexy,
mouse.
subtle Southern boy.
Yeah, we'll do a little sexy Southern boy. Well,
That's
Sebb has a theory
British.
actually. Let's touch on that. You have a theory that a British accent slowed down is a Southern accent.
Well, no, my theory is,
Or allegedly.
It's not my original theory. Like I did hear about it before. I think I've heard about it on Twitter, and then on RuPaul's Drag Race, I think, was it Monet Exchange that was talking about it?
Okay, yes, I remember.
I
was like, Sebb brought this up.
Yeah, they were saying that the Southern American
Girl
accent.
math it, okay.
Oh, no, wait, I'm mixing two completely theories. The first one was that the American accent is actually the British accent. So when the Brits came over to America.
Just the American accent in general.
Yeah. So that one became the American accent, but it was actually the British accent. So I don't know how true that one is. We would have to fact check it.
Okay.
Kind of makes sense because it's
check
like,
the dialect coach.
Because it's like then where did the British accent go?
It's interesting to think about because they are, they all derive from like Latin language. So, or same language.
I don't think English derives from Latin. It derives from Germanic. I think. We'll have to fact check
the dialect coach.
Mistress, you need to be fact checking all these things. Yeah. No, but the other theory was that Southern English is like British English slowed down, which is true. Like if I'm saying, how y'all doing today? How y'all doing today?
You're going to have to help me out. You're gonna have to help me out.
You're gonna have to help me out.
I don't think that...
You're gonna have to help me out, boy.
I don't know. I guess...
I don't know. Maybe I did crack.
It's interesting. Since the beginning of time when you told me, I always have to warp my mind into believing it.
Yeah.
I'm like, yes, and...
Like, it made sense before. I don't know what changed.
You know what? It's giving. But it's Mandela affecting as well, sort of.
Yeah, it's Mandela affecting.
Okay.
And you know what's Mandela affecting this episode? Wait, before we get started, shout out to the Patreon besties.
Over on patreon.com/sebbanddion.
Love you, besties. Hope you are having an amazing time. Thank you for making this show possible.
Yes, it's been really just an incredible start to season 5. I think this is episode 8 already, which is wild, and episode 103. So I feel like the early hundreds are just getting crazier.
Yeah, and we have been
revving
up. I'm proud of us because we have been posting religiously on Patreon. We tried to do. I don't know if we talked about it last. Did we talk about it last episode? That we tried to do a mukbang, and we literally thought we were filming for
You'll see that on Patreon
35 minutes, but turns out the camera had died after 3 minutes. So
we got 4.5 minutes of content, but it was like a solid.
So
it was an amazing 20-minute mukbang, probably our most fun one because I love pizza. It was good vibes.
Yeah, like it was like food that we actually loved, and we ate it all. Like this time, it was a mukbang that we ate it all, and we realized that it was stopped filming once all the food was gone.
It's like right before I got my new phone in, the day before too.
Yeah,
and I'm like, no, yeah, because I got the new iPhone, and I was like, oh my god, and of course that had to happen. Yeah.
So, but there's more content coming. Don't worry, honey.
Oh, it's so cool because we've also been doing a lot of behind the scenes, like, so there's videos that are no longer like public on YouTube.
Yeah.
But they're available on Patreon, and then I've been posting vlogs, and we have like just weekly vlogs plus the mukbangs that you can only see on Patreon.
Candid moments.
It's candid. Very that. But yeah, we love you, Patreon members.
This week, we're going to dive into all of y'all's rude relationship awakenings.
Yes, we asked for some of your anonymous tea, and let's just say we got it.
The rude godmothers.
We're here.
Is it fairy rude mothers or rude godmothers? What do you prefer?
Fairy cowboys.
Fairy rude mothers.
Very rude mother. Oh, yes. You could just say mother.
Okay. I'll say fairy rude mothers.
Fairy mother.
We want the rude in there for brand purposes.
Okay. Fairy rude mother. Mother.
So we went on our socials and we asked y'all to send your favorite rude mothers. What's going on in your love life? We need to know. What do you need advice with? And y'all sent some good ones.
I was not ready. I thought maybe like literally one person would message in, and yeah, really was not prepared for I received.
Like I was like, okay, like they're gonna be like, how do I ask someone on a date? But now y'all have issues going on in your life. Not like attacking, but like no, we all do.
We all do. That's
I think we all sing, but y'all are singing hard.
I think it's, remember those, back in the day where you could like go and be like, oh, everyone say what you anonymously think about me. Everyone's always loved an anonymous moment.
Oh yeah, shit. I just
we can't lie. Everyone's always loved the anon moment.
Yeah, Ask a Femme. Did you have Ask a Femme?
Oh my god, I thought this person was so cute. Last in like junior year. You spill your tea to them and you're like, I don't know who you are. Which
is like so wild, the whole concept about Ask FM, because everyone was just like, ask me questions every single day.
And I feel like there was like influencers of Ask FM.
Was there?
Like there wouldn't there be people in your school who are like, oh, I get so many answers.
Well, not to be that bitch,
yeah,
but
exactly.
I would get a lot of questions.
I knew that would be you.
Like, but some were weird. Like someone would be like, who's asking these questions? I need to know.
Well, for me, I always got the impression like, what if it's just one person?
And they have a lot of questions about you.
They're just obsessed. And then they're like, let me send several many. Because really, who else has the time?
Well,
you really think 50 people were like,
logging in?
No.
One time I got one that was like, oh, I love you. Seb, I love you. I think you're really cool, but I think you look so much better in photos when you're smiling and not putting your tongue out to the side. I'm like, read me. This is for fans only, honey.
They're like, but I really don't like when the gays stick their tongue out in photos.
It looks like you're trying to eat someone's booty.
Literally.
No. And then another time I got one that was like, hi, Seb, why did you stop talking to blah, blah, blah? And I was like, I just replied, I was like, well, people change and these things happen, which is a Taylor Swift quote.
So you were replying on there, or were you posting it to your other socials? Like,
I'm like
calling you out.
Like, who is this ugly bitch asking me questions? No, I would just reply there. I assumed they would like connect through there or something.
Well, that's what like people do now, right? I feel like this whole podcast dedicated to just like calling out anonymous people.
This one?
No.
Oh.
But yeah. I mean, we could do it. We can call it people.
Do we call out?
Anyway, so we have some. Would you want to do? Would you want to do the honors?
Let me do the honors. One sec. Let me move the camera a little bit lower because I feel like we're giving a lot of head.
Oh, well, You know.
That's better.
It is what it is.
So let me do the honors.
Let's get into it.
Dear rude godmothers. Dear fairy rude mothers. Which one slides better from the tongue? The second one, no?
Very rude mothers.
Okay. Dear fairy rude mothers. Yeah.
We're here. Hello.
I asked the guy out. I randomly met this guy and decided to ask for his number. We texted a bit and set up a date. The day before the date, he cancels. He said his mom was really sick and he really needed to take care of her.
Oh, here we go.
At first, I thought nothing of it and I was very supportive. I was like, hey, no worries. Let me know when it works. Yada, yada, yada. 2 weeks go by. He ghosts me. Another week goes by and I realize he blocked me everywhere. Am I the problem?
No, you're not the problem. If you were the problem, we would all be the problem. Because I feel like you went in very graciously.
Yeah.
Like that's how you should be. Like, okay, your mom's sick. Like, do what you got to do. I'm here if you need me. Like, I don't know you that much because like they sound like this is early days, right?
Yeah, and this is a girl. So in a girl in a patriarchal world.
Okay, yeah, like. Yeah,
like you already
you're not
did
the asshole.
No, you're not the problem, honey, because like you already took the step forward being like, hey, I'm gonna take the first step and ask for this number. Like it's like putting myself out there, and then this guy agrees to it, and then you're texting, and then I don't know where he like, because yeah, if he says the mom thing, you can be like, okay, like makes sense, like I'm gonna give him some time, like your mom is sick, such a sweetheart. But then ghosts you and block you? Something's not adding up.
I don't think.
I feel like somebody needs to check on the mom and see if it's just actually real or not.
Well, that's the thing. Like, it's always just like the excuses that you can't call out.
Yeah.
That is like, oh, okay. You just happen to always be because if the news is always the similar thing from every fuckboy, it adds up.
That's true.
Do you know
it's like the excuse that is like nobody's gonna call out a sick mother.
Yeah, it's cowardly.
How dirty.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's not very looking glass half full and like giving them the benefit of the doubt, but whatever.
No, like, but the thing is, like, in the beginning, you give him the benefit of the doubt because you're like, okay, like your mom's sick. But then ghosting 2 weeks later is like, girl, just like own up to it, like grow whatever you need to grow and say, hey, I'm actually not interested, I don't want to take this further. And then like going even further to blocking this person is like, girl, like how old are you? How old is he? Let me know, because
your very rude mothers are here to help.
The very rude mothers are saying you're not the problem. The very rude mothers are saying we're gonna hex this guy.
Oh my god!
Send us
Stun.
his IP address. Send us any information, and we're gonna hex him.
That's our little magic.
Ding. I'm kidding. We won't hex.
No, it's all light and love.
We're sending light to you, not to him.
Abundance energy.
Yeah, but I would like to see like what's his Instagram, because like
can you actually send us the handle? We'll keep it from the pod.
No,
it's
but
for
honestly,
our research. No, that's a joke. Don't send us that.
Like I want to see what his Instagram is.
Full allegedly like, joke.
Did he actually block you, or is it like
I want to see how many times I can say allegedly, because apparently I was saying it a lot last episode because I was in my zone, and so I was like, you've been saying allegedly so much.
Because our last episode was very educational, so Dion thought that the word allegedly was kind of like
letting everyone know that like I'm not claiming to be a professional in any category. I was speaking from experience and such.
But then I let him know that when you're talking about your experience, they know you're not a professional, so you don't have to say allegedly. Because allegedly is more like so you don't get sued.
Yeah, it makes me feel comfortable.
Allegedly, I'm not putting any curses in this podcast. Any hexes.
There we go.
Exactly.
Now that we've defined allegedly.
But the solution I give you, honey.
We have probably, I wouldn't say the best advice, but it's advice.
Yeah. What's your
advice?
What's your rude advice? Very rude mother.
In this scenario, it's like a polite. I think I would call them out. you know, and then just like never talk to them again.
Honestly, yeah. My rude advice is like, because it's rude. You have to be rude. So call him out. Be like, hey. I'd be really petty about it. I'd be like,
oh yeah, like super petty.
I'd be like, hey,
super like,
King.
and like it has to be like a one-liner.
Yeah, like, hey, King. There's no need for blocking me on Instagram. I really wasn't that interested. Hope your mom is feeling better.
There you go.
And then also just send them a link to the song "The Smallest Man Who Ever Lived."
Yeah, like keep it sweet, you know? Cutesy.
Sweet and simple. Kiss. Keep it sweet and simple.
And that's where we're at with that story.
Yeah, and also
that was great. Thank you for sharing.
But also keep putting yourself out there. Like, we do promote the asking for numbers, asking people out, because it's like rejection therapy, and you never know.
We
what
always say,
becomes a
like,
yes.
don't let fear guide your life. Kind of like operate on a level of safety, and that's that.
Yeah, allegedly.
Yeah.
You're rude. Very rude. Mothers say.
Approved.
Satisfied.
Satisfied. Do you want to hear another?
Yeah.
Okay, so here we go. So this is sort of like they're approaching. How do I begin? You were so good at this.
So you begin with dear very rude mothers.
Dear very rude mothers.
Rude mothers.
Dearest very rude mothers.
No, no need to do that accent. If you're gonna do that accent, it's a southern accent because you're from the south.
Dearest very rude mothers, I got something I need to tell you.
Okay, that's good. That's hot.
And it's really important.
Oh.
Okay, it's a little bit of a scenario that I was in when I met this guy and we were together for.
Okay, don't know the accent. Just like read it like normal.
Okay, we were together for a little while. Me and this guy.
Yeah.
Are you with me? Okay, you're with me. And so every time it was kind of like casual
like chop around, it's like casual.
Yeah, casual times in the bedroom. And every time there was never, how do you say, a climax.
Uh-huh.
Okay, are you with me?
Oh.
Is everyone with me? So like, yeah, so after many times confronting him about it, he would just like say there's no issue. He did reach the climax when he's like alone watching
Corn.
But
no when he's with her?
But like when he's with her, playing it off like this is a non-thing we have to discuss.
It was like, I just don't have to come. I don't have to.
Yeah,
climax.
like almost like, oh, I just don't come during sex. That's like normal for me. And then so that's where they're at, and it's like, how do you kind of tell the person like you're not invested in?
Well, yeah,
because maybe that's cool for them if it's normal for them, but maybe it's not normal for this person.
Like, honestly, your very rude mothers have some rude to say. Maybe he's just not that into you.
Okay.
No.
Like you're saying,
there's a movie called that.
Right.
No, but yeah, it's true. Like
is it a deal breaker scenario?
I feel like it is, because if somebody's telling me I don't have to climax ever, I do climax when I'm having fun on my own, just watching corn.
Slay.
But with you, I don't have to. It's like, so what's that mean? Because if it was just once, it's like whiskey dick.
But never.
Whiskey dicky.
Because they're saying they've been together for a while, so.
Yeah, and then like every single time you're having sex, it's not happening.
It's like a dicky whisk.
A whiskey dicky.
Well, yeah, like Dicky's jeans. You make a whisk out of it, put it in it, make your pancakes.
Yeah. Is it like fully hard or not hard at all?
It's probably hard, drizzled with like a bit of butter and syrup. Or maple syrup.
Exactly.
Very no, but our real advice for you would be you have to stay true to you in this scenario, and like be very like, I think I would be very like respectful of the person as well. If like,
yeah, like
this
honestly,
that's normal to you, cool.
Like,
maybe I just don't want to be in a long-term relationship with this situation.
Be open about it, because it does sound like it might be kind of like a little bit of a red flag.
If you do want to stay in the relationship, then yeah, you just have to be like,
and ask like, does he usually climax, or is it just with you that he doesn't? Like,
no, yeah, they specified that like he said he just only climaxes with
Corn.
Right.
But like with his other previous relationships.
I don't know. Yeah, I think there's deeper layers there that like if you're ready to get into that with him, then go ahead. But it sounds like he's not ready to discuss that with you.
Mm-hmm. But if it's been a while.
Yeah. Like.
Are you climaxing? I feel like the fairy rude mothers need more information.
Yeah, it is a little open-ended.
But I do recommend talking about
communication.
The rude advice is communicating, being like,
we do love that word around here.
Yeah, it's like, hey, what's wrong? Like, is there anything I can do to climax together?
Yeah, like how can I facilitate this to make you comfortable? Is it, work on getting him comfortable to open up to you, like tell you what he's feeling, thinking.
Maybe like
a deeper level.
What's like a sensual song they can play?
Oh well, yeah. Start with some Start with some binaural beats, and then we're gonna lay on a nice sound bath.
Cause maybe it's something
Tones.
maybe it's something in his mind that's like a mental blockage he has.
Yeah, get like a nice expensive grooming set and do like a little grooming shower.
Oh, like shaving?
Yeah, shave. get everything ready to go. Be like, oh, you're your body looking snatched right now.
Yeah, like try a lot of different things.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe go for a run beforehand to get like some
something to just like be like this. The Audi is auditing so much. How could you not get to the spot you're getting to with corn?
Because it's like, I feel like a lot of people are addicted to corn in this society.
That could be a potential thing playing in here for sure.
And it's not that healthy.
Right. No. Well, like, yeah, I think you gotta like balance in life.
Exactly.
Right? Because what else would you say? Like,
I would say just call him out. Not call him out, but like talk. Like just be direct. Be like, hey.
The fairy rude mothers have given the advice.
Yeah.
I think we've... Hopefully we didn't break down the scenario in the wrong direction because we didn't get too much info.
Well, allegedly,
but like,
we're not professionals. It's called so rude, not so nice. So the advice you're going to get is rude, not nice.
Yeah. that part. Okay, I got a really good one. Are you ready?
Well, I got one.
Oh, but I got and then you go.
It's 1 1 1 1.
Okay. Slay. Slay and serve.
You ready for this one? It's a good one.
Après-vous.
Dear fairy rude mothers, my boyfriend broke up with me because he said he was confused and needed time to find himself. 1 month goes by and he is dating my exact clone. Clone, not cologne. Clone.
Oh, Lord.
Now I hear from my bestie that they're talking about getting engaged. Do I call him out?
Ooh.
That's an iffy one.
So many layers. I would say, in my humble opinion, the best thing you can do for you is 1,000%, beyond 100%. The girl math here. Move on. You know? Move on. Just let yourself be detached, because obviously the toxicity is just doubling in that unhealthy relationship that you left already. So why like go back to that? Bring your energy back to that.
Yeah, because I feel like if someone broke up with you, like it's like there's a reason they don't want to be with you. So even if they're dating your clone that looks exactly like you, it's like
have fun.
Yeah, it's like let's like being honest here, being completely rude here. It was probably something about your personality that he didn't like.
I heard this.
Like I don't want to be the one to say it, but it's true. So there's nothing wrong with that. He just doesn't want you that way. So you could call him out and be like, hey, your girlfriend looks just like me. And that's it. But that could be awkward.
Yeah, it's like I heard you're back together, and if that's true,
you'll just have to taste me when he's kissing you. Well, yeah, there's a lot of songs. Deja Vu as well.
They're going to get you really over the situation.
Yeah, we recommend Deja Vu.
I'm sure, yeah, just look on Spotify. You'll find what you need.
Oh, Is It Over Now by Taylor Swift? I mean, honestly, yeah. My advice is just post those lyrics on your preferred social where he follows. And he'll get the hint.
He'll get it.
And then also move on and find a hotter version of him.
Yeah, exactly. You have so much life ahead of you. Go live it.
Or hook up with his best friend or something. That'd be fun.
Or like 4 of his best friends.
Oh, yeah.
And it can be at your place.
Oh.
And then send him the
bill of the Uber Eats that you're going to order with his phone.
Yeah. That part.
Ding! This got rude.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Hi, fairy rude mothers.
Oh.
I was in a relationship with 3 other queer identifying people who loved each other a lot, as this was for 6 years. 6 years.
Wait, at the same time
there
were
4 people together for 6 years.
Full house.
Full house, baby. It became more 2 and 2, so we have since stopped the frequent nights together. Sometimes I miss it. Do I tell my partner?
Oop. So it was a 4-people relationship.
Right.
But then it started becoming more like a 2 couples
I guess
hangout.
I guess 2 of them got closer. Yeah.
Which is like, that's my genuine question. Because like I know there's a lot of people that are polyamorous.
Correct. That's what they were doing for 6 years.
Yeah. So it's like, how do you handle it? Like I would love someone to come on the pod and talk to us about it. No, like it's like, because it seems really like a lot of people to be with all the time.
Yeah, from what I hear, just from like listening from other experience, it's very much that like some people in a polyamorous relationship enjoy like a more active lifestyle, and they do find it is very like go. A lot of people like kind of like needing from them or whatever the case is, but like that works for them. Because
with us, there's even times when one of us is like mentally drained and the other one is like yapping, and one of us is like,
"Can you not?
Please stop talking." We're like, yeah. So imagine
that's why we're like, we're gonna have a podcast now, so we afterwards
don't talk for 7 hours.
Yeah, we're like, okay, you go do what you're doing. I'm gonna do what I'm doing. See you in 9 hours.
No, but yeah, imagine you're in a relationship with 3 other people and then they're all yapping while you're having like a brain rot moment. You're like. And they're like, meow, 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 meow.
It's communication. You gotta tell them. You gotta tell them like the fairy rude mothers say, "Hello, I'm here," but tell them where you're at. You know, because where you are physically is not always where you're at.
Yeah. Like maybe like my very rude advice is like set up a little game nights, like snacks, movies, and spicy board games.
I love that.
And that will get like the ball rolling for the 4 of you to like get back into it, get back on that horse and giddy up.
Yeah, like if that's what you want, and I'm sure your partner's into it, just ask them.
Yeah, like if they're feeling
into it,
the
then
vibes,
great.
if they're feeling the vibes, they're gonna be like, "Oh, I love." If not, they're gonna be like, "Oh, I'm so tired," and then you'll just be like, "Oh, okay, I guess that's a no."
And if not, you evaluate your situation. Do you want to stay with your partner? Do you want to like tell them you want to go back more into polyamory, whatever your tea is?
Add another person.
Yeah, this relationship was like obviously started on a lot of clear communication for that to work for 6 years. So I'm sure you got this.
Yeah, and also the like. Is it that they live in the same house, all of them?
I don't. Let me call them up.
Okay.
Hi. Yeah. Okay. Let's say in this scenario they lived in the same house for the 6 years, but now they
moved out.
Yeah.
Oh well, that's a clear sign.
It's a clear
if
sign.
They moved out.
It's a clear sign.
Okay.
I'm getting that vibe.
Well, we're giving you the rude advice. You've been
But like
rude.
You said, nothing hurts like a board game night, even if y'all don't like, get so rude. You may just...
Even if y'all don't get sus, you can still get so rude.
There we go. There we go.
Oh, I live.
Je l'aime.
This one's a good one. Are you sitting down?
Oh, I'm seated.
You listening at home should be sitting down because you're not ready for this. Dear fairy rude mothers.
Cozy.
My ex-fiance slept with my dad. Period. I came home one night after a girls' night and found them cuddling on the couch. I thought they passed out playing video games, so I thought nothing of it. 2 nights after, I saw that he got a text from my dad. Maybe it was about my birthday, so I opened it up. And to my surprise, the text said, "When is she out again? Need you in me again soon?"
Oh, not the details.
Do I confront?
I don't think you should.
Well, I think...
Wait, this just messed with my brain.
What I'm gathering from this is like they already broke up because she said my ex-fiance slept with my dad, right?
Yeah.
But she's saying kind of like, do I tell them?
That's what I'm saying.
Know?
Like, why would you confront them if you're already like broken up?
Well, if it's your dad, and you're
like confront your dad.
Yeah, I think the dad and the fiance need to pay up some. What's it called? Penance.
Yeah, for sure. Just for all the trauma.
That's a lot of trauma, mama.
I would, maybe definitely talk to your dad and be like, well, that wasn't cool.
No, that wasn't cool at all, honey. Well, that wasn't cool.
Like
that was kind of rude.
I'd be like, you see that car? Mm-hmm. That car.
Oh, you want the car?
Yeah.
No, I would be. Well, like, if this was me, Rudy.
I'm kidding. Buy me a car. Imagine.
Well, like, maybe that can fix it.
I mean, it depends what makes you go to the, happiness place.
If this was me, my Rudy friend, I would, like, the moment I came in and saw them cuddling, I would have been like, hello, what is going on here? I need answers, because if my...
Was the coffee in my hand boiling hot? Sorry.
Yeah. Look, because that's kind of sus. And then, like, if I saw the text, I would have called him out again at the moment. So now that you're, like, kind of past that without calling at the moment, I hope you got the screenshots or the proof or something. So then you can go to your dad. Yeah, you can go to your dad and be like, hey, Dad, I know you fucked my ex-fiance.
So where are we going?
And he's like, what? And you're like, yes. So here's list
back alley, front alley.
Here's what I'm going to need you to do. And also maybe go no contact with him after this because it doesn't seem like he has boundaries. And then the fiance, you can honestly try to sleep with his dad.
There you go.
Oh my God, yeah. Oh my God. Sleep with his dad and then you make him fall in love with you.
I dug my key into the side of his pretty little souped up 4-wheel drive.
Yeah. And then your fiance comes home one day and he's like, oh, Dad, I'm so tired. What's for
Daddy,
dinner?
I love him.
And your dad goes, oh, hey, come in the kitchen. Meet your new mom. And you're there holding a little tray of cookies and you're like, hey, sweetie, hope you're hungry for revenge. And then just laugh and cackle.
Are you throwing the cookies at someone? I picture the cookies being like thrown.
Yeah, she can be like, for revenge. And then she makes out with the dad in front of him and he's like, ah! But honestly, it's kind of like queer iconic because not the fiance hooking up with the dad. Like, iconic queer icons we love. Honestly, it's just messy.
Very rude, mother. You handled that one very nicely.
Yeah, this is a messy, rude situation we love. Let us know what you decide to do if you do anything that we did. But Daddy, I love him. Sorry that happened, by the way. But I'm glad. It's honestly good that you find out now. I always say this to everyone. Like, it's good that you find about these things out now, right now, rather than 20 years later after you got married and you're like, oh, wait, you're still fucking my dad? You know?
That part. Silver linings.
Yeah, silver linings. Green linings. Rude linings.
Oh, the phone's ringing. 1 second. Sorry.
Hello,
dear. What's up, dear fairy rude mothers? I forgot what our names were.
Dear fairy
rude mothers. This guy told me he's only into sex with me if it's involving glory holes.
Oh.
But we already had sex once without glory hole.
Oh.
But he said he won't have sex with me again unless it's in a glory hole. What do I do?
Well, start making holes in your house, honey, because you're going to need them.
Any hole is a goal.
No. Well, that's kind of like...
That's kind of...
Is he saying he only wants the glory hole, nothing else?
Yeah.
That's restrictive, I feel.
I know, like, every time.
Because,
really?
like, once, twice could be fun. Like, yeah, make a little hole somewhere. But, like,
any hole,
every single time is like, okay, you're horny. Okay, let's go to the glory hole.
Yeah, no.
Unless you have one in every room of your house and you're like, oh, here we are. But, like, that's a lot of holes.
Another hole. Yeah, if you have them in every room of the house, that's kind of convenient. But that's impractical. I don't know. I would say, like, you have high expectations. That's what I would tell the person.
Yeah, I'd be like, well, have you seen my hole? It's glorious.
Oh.
So there you have it.
That's
no,
that's it right there.
No, honestly, like, I'd be like, girl, can you not? Like, you're being a clown.
Yeah,
like, let's be honest.
Yeah, like the drama, like, it's too much. You need to tone it down a bit.
Like, at least, like, close your eyes and pretend we're in a glory hole. Or, like, maybe, like, grab a little bed sheet and use that as a glory hole.
Just something. And it doesn't need to be every time.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be every time. Like, do I tell Dion to put on a firefighting custom every time? No. It's hot, but I don't do it every time.
For the sake of argument, if they're saying, oh, well, sorry, like, this is a done deal. I only want to be with you. Like, they want.
You're saying, like he said 10, but
yeah,
he
like they're like, I want to be monogamous, but, like, my kink is I only want to have sex if it's in a glory hole.
Okay.
So you're like, do I leave? Do I stay? What's the advice?
I would like. So you're saying he said 10?
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah.
He said 10, but
I'm
he
just
only
like
does
twisting
glory
your
holes.
stories a little, but that's about so rude of us.
Honestly, I wouldn't stay because it's like
no, me neither.
You can't do all the positions. You can't do all the yitty yatties.
I don't want a wall every time.
Yeah, you can't even kiss.
I don't. Yeah, I don't.
Because it's like
I don't want to get drywall in my mouth. Thank you very much.
That's just like having a little dildo. That's it.
Yeah. Like, what are you saying? Every hole is gonna be like beautifully like furnished. What's going on? Yeah, like padded, so it's not like an awful experience for me. This doesn't sound like my kind of rodeo.
Exactly.
Not my kind of rodeo.
That's not my kind of rodeo at all. Nope. So yeah, like I would say we can keep the glory hole, but add it to more extracurriculars.
Okay.
But if he's not willing, then sorry, bestie, it's not gonna work out.
Yeah, you gotta go. You gotta go.
Yeah.
You have to go. Very rude mothers have spoken. Do you have any other advice from our besties?
I have a last one that somebody sent me. Let me warm up this old instrument.
You gotta warm it up. Warm it up. I had a quick one. Someone was saying that they had an ex who after 5 years would not stop acting as if they still had an emotional relationship.
Wait, read it like from a very rude viewer.
Oh, okay. Okay, ready? Dear very rude mothers, I had an ex who after 5 years would not stop acting as if we still had some sort of emotional relationship. Every time I saw them at events, they would act like, I don't know, just like me entering the room affected them.
Oh.
In this way that, I don't know, it's just like, it just really felt immature. And I feel like the process of moving on has been different for us. So, what would like you say this person should do? Because I don't think, I mean, I already have like another partner, so it's just different.
Like, honestly, it sounds like you're doing great. It's just like,
that's a lot.
And it's like, sounds like you're very caring about
that's
this.
a lot.
Because if it's been 5 years or something,
then yeah, you kind of have to just like keep doing your own thing. You sound like you're doing great.
Yeah, and it's like if that person is not over you, then that's their loss.
What would like? I really think that the person who's not over you could use
some therapy.
I don't know. It's kind of like, because at some point it's like you need to really respect my boundaries as a person
and let go.
Yeah, and let go, because 5 years is enough time to process a breakup. In my opinion, any breakup can be processed in 5 years.
In my opinion, any breakup can be processed in like a month.
There we go.
Like really fast, if you're really willing to put in the work.
Yeah,
like,
true. Like, but like, don't be feeling sorry for yourself. Period.
Don't feel sorry for yourself.
Like, just don't. Like, if you're gonna sit there and be sorry for yourself for 5 years, you're gonna look back and regret it.
Yeah, and also like it's like you're just not willing to let go. You're just not willing to do the work.
It's making not only your life less fulfilling, because you're going to events and being consumed by this like anxiety, or these like 95% of it is all just like scenarios you're making up in your head.
Yeah.
And so yeah, it's like you need to kind of like detach from like being like so focused on a breakup and looking at what else can I like focus on, especially at events, because like this person's minding their business, so just go and mind your business.
Yeah, if it's an event, it probably means that it's not a date. It's not just you and your ex. So I'm pretty sure you can focus on something other than your ex. Mm-hmm. That is, of course, if you're willing to move on and let go.
Yeah.
But some people just can't.
The move on process is different for everyone, for sure. It's actually, it's really interesting to see like how people handle it differently, and how some people are so good at it and some people are like not.
Because personally, when people are not good at moving on, I feel like it's because they're still wanting to. They still have that little thing that says, hopefully it all goes back to the way it was.
Right.
Like, in my mind, that's what I think.
Yeah, like it's a kind of like an emotional intelligence or maturity intelligence thing, knowing that like you have to accept that
the
things change.
Yeah, and being like, okay, like I have to accept that I'm going to feel like shit. I have to accept that I'm going to be sad, depressed for a little even, and embrace that. Because like when people are like, no, I don't want to be sad, I don't want to be depressed, like, well, too bad, bitch, we're on this life.
Look where you're at.
To be sad and depressed a little bit of time.
Yeah, learning to laugh while you're crying hysterically, that's great.
Like
that's great.
Always told everyone that I was like, when they would go through breakups or something, recently I'm like, oh my god, like you are in such a great time to go through a breakup, because look at all the amazing Taylor Swift songs we've gotten.
And people always just like think like, oh, stop, you're just being so like nice, like trying to like, but that's
I mean
not true.
it.
Like people always, I feel like people would perceive that as like, oh, like no, look at me, like I'm so down right now, and like nobody loves me, and it's like that's not the way to look at things at all, because it is really just like in order to like grow in life, you have to go through hardship.
Yeah. And like when I say that, when I tell people these things about Taylor Swift songs, I'm like, listen to the song, I feel it. And they're like,
yeah,
no, because I don't want to be sad. It's like, but that's the point. The point is to cry to the song, cry to this movie, and be like, oh, I relate because I was broken up with and now I'm alone. And then you feel so much better because you're like, oh, wait, I needed to get it out. I needed to feel these emotions.
And that's why us as artists like really are in touch with that concept, because the process of creating is releasing those things.
Because like, what's the point of not releasing those feelings? Like, what are you gonna get for not crying it out? Like you're not achieving anything if you're just bottling it all up.
Right. Like I think like queer people at a young age, like, or people just like learn at a young age that crying and like feeling your emotions can be a good thing if you have the ability to do it,
Yeah.
Like I feel like for me, I would be like, okay, I feel like once a month I have a good cry and it makes me feel better. Mm-hmm. That was like normal for me. But then I would realize like other like specifically like toxic masculinity, like guys growing up around me would be like, oh, I don't cry, and I'm like, that's interesting.
Yeah, and that just comes from trauma, because I feel like parents or like everyone else would be like, don't cry.
Right.
Don't cry. And
madness.
it's like, girl, why are we telling people not to cry? It's a human emotion.
Yeah.
Oh, this world
that
we're
got so
living
rude.
in, y'all.
The fairy rude mothers, we're just here to
Slay another day.
touch grass and fly away.
Yeah. Okay. Ding. You've been rude.
Thank you for sharing, everyone. Those were actually really
Yeah, those were really insightful rudies.
Allowed us to really get so rude.
We love them. We'll do another
Thank you.
very rude mother advice.
Next, well, we're gonna be pre-filming a few episodes, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll do like
Before we travel.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Do you have another rude fairy advice?
No, do you?
No, that was all I had.
Okay, Gorge. I just wanted to touch on. We just had like I said, 2 parties, 2 Thanksgivings. So we had a Friendsgiving and a Famsgiving. We really did eat. So the first one, as you saw, Alphaba made an appearance.
Yeah.
Check that out on our TikTok, and that was really fun because I was on your Instagram actually.
Yeah. TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat.
Right. So check out that, and then with the family, it's just good to see fam, but I just wanted to touch on leftovers because leftovers have a special place in my heart, and I wanted to ask, what's your favorite leftover?
Oh, my favorite leftover. That's hard. Well, because, there's something about leftovers that is so heartwarming. When you're like home and you're like, oh my God, I have leftover pizza or leftover blah, blah. It's like any leftover can be good leftover. My favorite leftover,
you're killing me.
I think either pizza or lasagna, cause
oof, lasagna hits. Yeah.
When it's pizza is good.
All
even
the sauce
when it's cold.
gathers at the bottom. Oh,
but the lasagna, there's something about it that settles with all the sauce.
Oh, and it gets that weird crisp, but it's good.
Yeah, and then you warm it up and it's still so good.
Oh my God, you're killing me.
What about you? What's your favorite leftover?
Favorite, I have to say, a good roast dinner, Thanksgiving dinner vibes.
Oh yeah, that one's good as well.
It's just so satisfying because I love a good mashed potato. But yeah, obviously me, pizza.
Yeah, pizza's the number one.
Leftovers I hate, definitely sushi doesn't
Yeah, sushi doesn't
do the thing
do justice.
And I hate cookies the next day.
Cookies? Why?
I feel like cookies.
Is that why you eat them all after we bake them?
Yeah. Read me. Because cookies are so hard after. I don't like it.
I think that's just because you don't know how to store them.
I never get that original crunch, soft crunch mixture.
That's sad.
Well, I get it other ways. Anyway, did you have anything you want to say about the holidays?
Well, it's not about the holidays, but we got called out by the trashiest of trash, Donald Trump. He called us out, y'all. He said
he basically came for both of our
careers. He said there is this movie out, blah blah blah. It's fake and it's false and it's trash, and everyone that was involved is trash.
Deny. So in the film,
and it is our movie,
The Apprentice.
The Apprentice,
and
y'all.
in it there's a concept. Go watch it. Of deny, which is kind of what Trump is, allegedly portrayed as being inspired by his whole philosophy in life, sort of thing. And then he comes and starts denying the whole happenings of the movie, and it's just I don't know, meh.
Yeah,
thank you, next, predictable.
No, honestly, the movie was so eye-opening in that sense, because
and he knows it.
After I watched it, I realized it was the day of the debate, and I watched the debate and I was like, oh shit, the way Donald Trump is talking right now is literally just how they made it in the movie. That is always deny when you've done something wrong, always pretend you win even if you don't win, and always attack.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what he does. He's always like pretending he won the last election, pretending blah, 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 like
pretending he's going to win this one.
denying all the fucked up things that he's done and said. And it's like, girl, how can you be such trash human?
We don't have time for anymore.
Yeah.
We don't. I see his face, you know, just slowly decaying into the abyss of whatever orange is going on. And I'm like, okay, like go back to the annoying peach or whatever.
Annoying orange.
Yeah, just go back because we're done with this on our screens.
Yeah, it's definitely not the good kind of rude. But now we can talk about, because like when we got the offer to be in the movie,
we couldn't.
We were like...
We were under contractual obligations.
Yeah. And I was like, when we found out it was about Donald Trump, I was like, Dion, I don't know if we should do it. Because it's about Donald Trump. And I don't like Donald Trump. I don't want to be associated with him at all.
We kind of like felt the need to back out instantly. Like our initial instincts were, this is not gonna be good. Like Trump, no, not for us.
Yeah,
that was at first. And
then like we messaged our agent and we're like, hey, like we actually don't want to be involved with anything Trump. Sorry.
Thank
you for the opportunity.
We're like, if you could give us more information.
Yeah, like at first they wouldn't give any information because I guess it was such a new project and they didn't want Trump to stop it. So they were not releasing any information at all.
Yeah, very hush hush.
And then our agent was just like, hey, like I don't know anything. I can't confirm or deny anything. But if it was about Trump, it wouldn't portray him in a positive light. Like it wouldn't be like
they're basically
pro-Trump.
They basically allegedly were saying like that it wouldn't portray him like
a good guy,
like a hero. Like it would be true to some sort of sense of like reality. Like it was a biopic, and that's all they really gave us.
Allegedly, and we were like, okay, let's go for it. It's a good opportunity. It's gonna be our first credits, like to join the union. It's going to be like our first actor role.
Yeah, it was exciting for us as an experience together. It was like in Toronto, a city we love.
We got like our own little, what's it called?
We were
trailer.
Credited.
We each got our own trailer with our name.
The trailer opened up and we actually like had like our own private room kind of vibe.
Yeah, it was so cute. Like my trailer and Dion's trailer was next to each other. So like you could open the door in the middle and then it would be like a little trailer for the both of us.
It was beautiful, and just like having that experience with you was really special because I've done background work before, but never like, you know, full credit.
I know, like we got a little contract and everything.
So first time with you. So
we
cool.
had like a lot of meetings with the intimacy coordinators too,
which was incredible.
The scene is a spicy one, and that's why we were kind of nervous about as well. We were like,
well, we had very clear like that we're not willing to show like full frontal, etc., etc.
Yeah.
So we wanted to iron that out before we signed anything in a contract. So the intimacy coordinator is kind of there to facilitate that agreement and that process of you feeling comfortable and ready for filming.
And it was great because we had like a meeting beforehand and they're like, okay, hey, so like this is what the scene is gonna be like. Is there anything you're not comfortable with? And we're like, well, I don't want to do full frontal. I want to have like a little thing like covering like at all times.
So we had like a nice like a professional like just like cover that's the same tone as your skin, and it like covered everything at the front and went up the back.
And then like they had like every time it was a closed set, so it was like less people than usual in any set. And then
just
like
audio, like director, the talent, and intimacy coordinator.
Yeah.
And the lighting guy.
And then we each had our little ropes that we would have on at all times. And then they would be like, okay, take the ropes off and we're going to start filming. And we're like, okay. It was so glamorous. Even though we were naked, I felt so like, wow.
Well, we weren't fully naked.
Like, no, but like, I felt like it was like a safe environment.
Yeah, I'm with you. I did like, it's weird. Now that you feel glamorous, like it brings you back to that moment in the robes.
Yeah.
In the room. And yeah, it did feel very like professional and very like, oh, this is something like we're meant to be doing because like this is what we love and this is like art. And I love this story. I think like I'm all about stories that are unafraid to be trying to capture some sort of like hard truth.
Yeah, because it was a hard truth.
So yeah, people can deny, but allegedly I'd say it was all quite great.
Yeah, and then I feel like it's always like you think like in scenes like that you're gonna be in your head because it's like such like a vulnerable thing to do, but it's so technical that they're like, this is gonna be here for 5 seconds and this and that. So it was very like bam, 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 done.
Right, yeah, like how do you feel before? Like for me, it's like you just said, I go into like performer mode. So I'm like, well, yeah, this is what like I love to do. Tell me the role and I'll be the role. So I don't care. Like once we've ironed out beforehand our comfortability of like we want the kind of like protective little underwear moment, then I'm fine. You know, like I walk on the set like, okay, tell me what to do.
Me too. Like I was like, well, for that day, we kind of did like the big orgy scene at the end of the day. So the whole day before we were filming, like the whole day before that scene, we were filming like in the party room.
Right. And same thing, like it's all about like telling the intimacy coordinator like what you're comfortable with.
Yeah. And we were like, we'll make out. Yeah. Out of the pot.
Yeah. So it was very I'll do the pot. I was like, I think my favorite thing from, without spoiling anything, because I don't know if we're allowed to, but my favorite thing was your moment there. So good.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because we were like, they needed someone to make out, and we're always like, well, we're a couple. We'll make out.
I love it. Like, we did that on Fellow Travelers as well. You can see us on a car, and it's just freaking like the coolest experience.
The Sebbanddion multi-universe keeps expanding, y'all. But yeah, go watch.
I can't believe we get to talk about that.
I know. There's more.
Well, that was easily over a year ago.
Yeah, it was.
Well, we won't say specifics.
Yeah.
But a while ago.
But yeah, it was like so cool to see like the whole process, like from beginning to end. And like
it was nice to, because we've been on sets that were like made specifically just for that, but it was cool to see a more set that's made from like the what is historical like architecture of Toronto.
Yeah, like it was like a very historic house, so they didn't really change anything.
Right.
And then it was really cool seeing like the two, because these were two big actors, like Sebastian Stan and Jeremy Strong.
Very cool. I had just finished watching Succession, so I was like really starstruck there. So that was like a out of body moment.
Yeah, it was cool.
I literally just finished binging it. I was like, wait, what?
Hey, now you're in the same room as him.
Crazy.
It was cool seeing like the process they each had, because they each had their own process.
Very much.
And then like seeing it come together just on the big screen, you're like, oh shit, like they know what they were doing.
Yes, I had a moment with Sebastian Stan actually.
Dion almost fell on top of him on the stairs.
Yeah, I almost fell on top of Sebastian Stan, allegedly. I was walking down some stairs on set, and he was in front of me, studying on like a cell phone, like watching Trump clips, because like, you know, getting into character. And the stairs in this like old Toronto house was very, very narrow, and I'm like super clumsy, and I slip like just like they're super slippery. My like dressing shoes I had on, dress shoes, whatever, and I had to catch myself. I think you caught me from behind.
Yeah.
Right before I literally like bumped into him. I was so close, and he kind of like just looked back, and
we're like, sorry, Mr. Trump.
Yeah, sorry. He literally looks so much like Trump. I was like, oh my god, I thought it was him. It was
so scary.
So yeah, I was like, and then he went back to his phone, and we kept walking, and like, you know, trying to be professional. It was embarrassing for me. Yeah, that happens. I'm clumsy as fuck.
It was so scary because like during the whole party scene, like that one lasted like hours and hours that we were filming, and we kept just seeing like Sebastian Stan dressed as Trump just walking around the whole scene, and it was just so weird because he did look like Donald Trump so much. So it's like,
you believe.
Yeah, it felt like, oh my god, like
it's fun to really allow yourself to believe.
Yeah, and be like I'm in this era, like go back in time and be like, oh, this is what people like, this happened.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like it's like now you understand why they get so method, and it can be kind of like mentally like strenuous, because
Yeah.
You believe it so easily. So imagine being in that environment for like 9 months of filming or more.
Right.
That's wild. I think that would mess with me a little bit too. I like the magic of having a smaller role in these things.
Yeah, because you like the days and you're like, okay.
Yeah.
It's just like such heavy, like the movie's very heavy.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of like dark scenes and everything.
And it must be intense for them because like Sebastian Stan and Jeremy Strong have to go do press now. So it's like a whole year later bringing back kind of like reliving those very like intense scenes.
But I feel like
intriguing.
they're very motivated to promote it especially because it's like right before the election. So it's like
right.
They're trying to like.
Of course, people next are gonna be like, blah, blah, blah. They're trying to be like, oh, they're trying to use this to like tear down Trump's campaigns, like, or it's just captivating a reality, a story.
Yeah, it's like, but girl, it's the truth.
Yeah,
like, let's be honest, Donald Trump is trash,
Ugh.
and the movie's just calling him out for what he is, whether you like it or not. It's the truth.
Allegedly go watch it.
Allegedly go watch it. And it was really cool because our scene, we're like not clothed at all. So they had to cover all of our tattoos.
Yes.
And it was like the first time that they did like a great job at covering them.
We were thankful. Being on many sets of them just crunchily covering our tattoos.
Well, because usually we're in the background.
Yeah, but
this time
they just like
actors.
A makeup artist on some of these sets will like do 10 steps that could have taken 2.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess sometimes it really does depend on the product, and like if the products are being funded by like some sort of like system within your acting, what's the word?
Like the production.
Yeah, your production or whatever, then fair enough.
Because also
you're
like
not gonna
if
go out and buy like the best stuff to cover tattoos.
Yeah, also sometimes they're doing like 100 background people.
Exactly.
So they're like, I'm not going to use my good stuff. And here it's like, you're not even going to see it.
But it is like, oh my God, because sometimes it just doesn't cover. So it was nice to have it like really look.
Yeah, this time since
good.
we were like practically like principal actors, they like use a professional like.
Yeah, so I was like, whip out that airbrush.
Yeah, we were in the makeup studio, in the makeup trailer, and they were like, wow,
so
we
fun.
love.
And the makeup artists are all incredible, and all the sets, like literally, even when they do like 10 steps inside too. That's just my makeup artistry being nitpicky, but they're all amazing, and it's cool to kind of like be so pleasant on sets, because I feel like that's why we always like go back and have an even better time.
Yeah, it's so nice meeting everyone.
Like, yeah, it's good to like sort of appreciate everyone and don't go in being like a diva. I feel like some people like kind of burn bridges. Like I see like a lot of like drag queens will be like, oh, this drag queen doesn't get hired for any gigs anymore because we're not so gracious on set. And it's like, you have to remember what everyone's on set for, and like,
yeah, it's like
everyone has a job to do.
You're all trying to work together to make like art. So it's like, I hate when people are being divas and be like, oh, blah, blah. It's like, girl, like, you're human. We're all human here.
Exactly.
Like, no matter if you're
like, go have a donut. They're in the back room.
Yeah. It was so fun. I'm excited for our next acting role.
Me too. And I'm proud of you. I'm proud of us. But I'm proud of you.
Why?
Because that's huge. You gotta credit in something you did something you wanted to do, and it's cool.
I'm proud of you too, baby. I love you.
Okay.
Yeah, it was really cool. So we went to see. I can't
wait to see what your next big role is.
Me neither. We went to see the screening together, the first screening for the cast and crew. And we were like, oh my God. And then we were like,
couldn't tell anyone. And we were like, ah.
Yeah. And then they finally came out in theater. So we took all of our besties.
Yes,
we're like, hey, besties, you want to come see our on-screen debut?
And I'm laughing. I'm like, when Sebb's inviting everyone, I'm like, no one's going to actually come watch it. Like, please. And then
all of them showed up. It was so cute.
The bestest people in the world.
And then our scene comes up and they're like, woo, woo.
So fucking awesome. Just them like screaming when even their credits came up. Really a cute experience.
Yeah, and it was really cool seeing our names too on the screen. Yeah. If you go see it, wait until our names come up.
That's crazy. Oh my God, it feels surreal. We can talk about it. I kind of got used to being like, oh, we're just gonna never acknowledge that happened,
because I didn't know if it was gonna get us a movie theater release.
True, fair. So go watch it.
Go watch The Apprentice and tag us if you do.
And yes, and enjoy.
I feel like if you have any Trump supporter family members, take them to see it just for the giggles and see what their reaction is. Because I feel like they will have like a glitch. They'll be like, and you're like, I'm going to get some popcorn.
It'll be great.
Oh, besties.
We're going to hold your hand
so
through it.
Rude.
The Fairy Rude Mothers will hold your hand through it.
Exactly. Thank you for visiting the Fairy Rude Mothers layer.
Yes, always. Thank you so much to our demonetized besties over on patreon.com/Sebastian, where you can get all video and audio episodes of the seasons 1 to 5.
Love you, bestie.
And our Rainbow Clown besties.
Love you, icons. Stay rainbowing.
Then, last but not least, there is Manny, our Sebastian collector. If you want to be a Sebastian collector or the other tiers over on Patreon, go check it out. Give us 5 stars wherever you listen to podcasts. We love you.
Love you, besties. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
I'm a homie being sus, breaked up. Does he know I noticed? Does he want some? Call my homie being sus, don't get caught. Tell us girl we're just chilling while I taste him. Call my homie